This video is your sign to do the thing. Whatever it is that you feel inspired to do, whether it's create content or a project, do the thing. One, because somebody needs it. And two, because it's going to change you. Let me explain. When I started pondering the idea of creating content, right, I was I was like, no. I cannot stand to see myself or hear myself on camera, and it was just a no. But it was also such an internal struggle because there's something that needs to come out, and we'll get into topics later about, creative suppression and what that can do to you. But anyways, as I was talking to a friend about it, and I was telling her, hate seeing myself on video and it's just so fucking cringy and whatever. And she's like, well, that's normal. Like, everybody feels like that. And I was like, no, it's a different level of cringe for me. And I was telling her this story about how, I can remember in second grade, we had done some type of play musical situation. Anyways, they recorded it and we had to, as a class, go back and watch it together. And I remember that day, I could tell you everything about the room we were sitting in, who I was sitting by, everything about that day. And when it was my turn to come up on the mic in the video, I was mortified at watching and hearing myself. And my friend said to me, she was like, Nina, that's not normal. Like, in second grade, to hate seeing and hearing yourself that much, that's not normal. She said, I couldn't imagine, she was talking about her nephew who was that age, and she's like, I couldn't imagine seeing him, showing him a video of himself and him just being like, oh my God, auntie, it's just so cringy, I don't want to see it. She's like, yeah, it's not normal. And so that had me really sitting with that. And I was really trying to root cause why I felt that way. And there was many things, but one of the biggest things for me is that I am no contact with, I don't even like to call her my mother, I call her my birth giver. But I've been no contact for many years with her. And I've survived out of spite and never wanting to be like her. And growing up, people would say to me how much I sounded like her or I looked like her. And I never saw that. The voice thing, maybe. But looking like her, I was like, no, I definitely look like my dad's side of the family, and I just didn't see it. And so going through therapy and dealing with all the stuff associated with her and all of that, I realized there was so much trauma in that space. It impacted how I saw myself, because especially when I was going through really bad depression and stuff, it was or in the older I've gotten, I started to see her in myself. And if you've ever been no contact, or for those that are no contact with a parent, to look in the mirror and see the person you absolutely despise, that's a different type of mental fuck. Okay. And so but anyways, through this process, I realized that's why I hate seeing myself on camera so much, because I look and sound like her. And so anyways, when I say just create the content, do the thing, there's healing in it, right? Because the first video that I made, it's on my YouTube channel. And as I was going back to do edits and shorten the video and all that kind of stuff, and I had to watch the video over 1,000 times. And the first time it was absolutely cringy. Okay, first video, but we made it through. I was like, it's here. I was already to that point where you have to do it. And then the second video I did, and again through the editing process, and I was like, the more that I watched myself, the less I heard her. And then I no longer saw her. And, to kind of piggyback off my last video, it was cutting off cutting those tethers to people from my past and all of that, and how it changed me. Go back and watch the video. But it was doing that and then creating the content. It was so healing for me. And I'll also give a shout out to a creator who, through this process, as I was battling with creating even getting started. There's a creator, his name is Justin Schumann, and his tagline is always, I'm Justin Schumann, humans in my last name. And I'm going to tag him because his content started coming up and it was so inspirational. And his content is all about like showing up as your authentic self. And he talks a lot about like getting up and making content and being cringe through the process, right? But watching his content, and I was like, that's all that kept playing in my head is like, just do it. You're gonna be cringy, okay? It's okay, like do it. And yeah, I share that to say that like do the thing, whatever it is, because through the process you will find the root cause of why you're so hesitant to create, and it's healing. It's healing. Like, let me just say this though, okay? Do I feel any better about seeing myself on camera or hearing myself? No. Is this still fucking cringy? Yes. But are you guys still gonna see me in all my cringiness? Yes. But like I said, it was healing nonetheless, and I'm gonna keep doing it because the more I do it, I see a different version of myself. And so